Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? Lordky here. The thing I want to talk to you about is not so much why the game is dying, but why. Actually, no, that is why I'm talking to you guys today. But it's a little bit more nuanced than that. One thing I'm realizing is that the barrier to entry for this game is very unforgiving. I remember seeing people that are so hyped about this game for playing this for the first time. They get so depressed. They're being sold like a Dragon Ball experience, and they get whatever DBO offers. And I don't know. I've always liked the charm of DBO. I really don't think any game for that matter, any Dragon Ball Z game or any game for that matter, has come close to the charm that DBO possesses. Which is why I'm which is why it's just so easy for me to pick up this game even after years of not playing it. And I'm sure that's the same way for other people. Where I really, for anyone that's mid game or late game, this game is just so easy to pick up. But when you're first starting out, this game is an actual piece of crap. And let me explain that a bit further. The quests that are damn near impossible to get through at the beginning, they, they're just insanely hard. The Mother Lizard for to get the 7-star Dragon Ball, that will take you a large amount of time. And people want in the tutorial for a version of the game, in the tutorial section of any game, people want to actually play the game, not have to go through stress. And the niche that this game had way back in the day was, there really wasn't any Dragon Ball Z games out there, especially a decade ago, especially on mobile. And since now that we have, I'd say decent Dragon Ball, like this is all for all intents and purposes, this is a decent Dragon Ball game. If I do say so myself. Like it goes through a lot of the story. It has a lot of Dragon Ball content, and there's really no stopping it from getting more content in it. But the main thing is that a long time ago, this was one of the peak Dragon Ball games in terms of content, in terms of playability, in terms of community. This game had it all. And when there's so much more competition, people will just say, "Why should I devote my time to play this game when there are so many other Dragon Ball Z games out there?" The only thing that this game has going for it is, I don't know, there is still that charm of DBO. The charm of all the masks that it has, the charm of like just doing what I'm doing right now, bro. It's like Red Ribbon. Like this shit is, I don't know, it's fun. I look at this and it's just nostalgia for me. But the thing is, you can't sell nostalgia to new players. When new players are playing this game for the first time, they're met with bugs. They're met with irritating. They're met with irritating what? Irritating quests. They're met with people that just kill them straight up for fun on Namek, which that still is a fun pastime to do. I recommend it to do it. But for a new player, man, it's frustrating. It's frustrating seeing the game itself not wanting to let you play. And I think a new tutorial is should I think a new tutorial would help a lot of players. Um, Back when rollback was a thing, where you could get like a good account with a disciple and like 500 and 200 charms, sorry. Like that made everything super goddamn easy, but not super easy to the point where it was just brain dead. It made it easy to the point where I will be challenged, but I still will learn the mechanics of the game. And I think that's where the game devs need to head into, because the tutorial section as it stands now is a crock pot of crock shit, bro. Like there's nothing. The tutorial of the game, the beginning side of the game is not fun at all. The midpoints of the game is where DBO gets super fucking fun. And then the late game is where DBO it just falls off. There's nothing to do in late game, especially for world server. In the Vietnamese servers, there's a lot to do still. But even then, that charm wears off. But the middle is where this game shines. And a lot of players don't experience that before they quit. I think I want to talk a little bit more about that later. I just don't have the time right now. So, yep.